Water is one of the 3 basic elemental types in Pokemon. It is the most common type with over 100 Pokemon, which are based on a wide variety of fish and other sea-dwelling creatures. As of Generation 6, water has been paired with every single typing of Pokemon. But will the variety of water Pokemon alone get me through this challenge where any Pokemon that faints is boxed forever, no items from the bag are allowed, and I can't overlevel my Pokemon? Well, to find out, we need to pick our starter Totodile. After receiving our starter, we make our way north towards Mr. Pokemon's house to receive an egg and meet Professor Oak. After talking to Professor Oak, we make our way back to the lab, but before that we do run into our rival battle. We first use a Scratch and he follows up with a Growl. We do pretty much just use Scratch and Growl this whole fight till we eventually do take him out with the Scratch. Our next part of our journey lies in Violet City, where we receive our second team member Wooper from Primo in the Pokemon Center. We did use a Primo ID info generator, and our blanks we needed to fill were Magikarp with Gourmet and Nervous with Forewarned. Let me know in the comments if you guys can make a fun sentence with those words. After running around in Violet City, in which felt like tons of hours, we finally hatch our egg and can officially add Wooper to our team. After leveling up in the Bellsprout Tower, it is now time to take on the Elder Man. I do decide to start with Wooper and switch out to my starter, as Totodile was pushing the level cap limit. His final Pokemon was Hoothoot, which we were able to take out with a water gun. Now it's time to take on Falkner, the first gym leader. He first sends out Pidgey and we follow it up with Totodile. It takes about 2 bites to take out Pidgey. Up next is Pidgeotto. I do decide here that he might be able to actually take me out, so I go for 2 Leers knowing that he's super bulky and that we would need multiple bites to take him out. Luckily we were able to take him out with 2 bites and avoid him using a potion. Now that we have received our first gym badge, we set our ways towards catching more water Pokemon in the second gym. We head south of Violet City to the first Pokemon Center we reach to talk to the fisherman to receive the Old Rod. We then catch multiple fish Pokemon, starting with our first one, Magikarp. The only reason I caught Magikarp is to dupe clause him, so we were able to easily find next Poliwag and finally Goldeen. After catching Goldeen, we next head to Slowpoke Well to help out the old man to take on Proton, which we do finish his coughing with a water gun. After defeating Proton, I do decide it's now time to add our 6th member to the team, Slowpoke. Now it's time to take on the second gym leader, Bugsy. She first starts with Scyther, which caught me off guard. I do decide to go with a Hypnosis, then switch out to Goldeen to hit a Supersonic and get the Scyther confused. Unfortunately, we do miss the first Supersonic, but do connect with the second one. I do decide now it's time to go with some Tail Whips to lower his defense. Fortunately, he does hit himself after snapping out of the confusion. Then I do decide to switch back into Poliwag to get one more Hypnosis off. Luckily, he does hit himself before hitting us and uses Focus Energy, so we are able to get the Hypnosis off. Now I do decide to switch back into Goldeen and use Tail Whip one more time to take him out with the Peck. The rest of the gym now is pretty much a breeze as we just spam Peck, and it takes a couple Pecks to finally take out the Metapod. His final Pokemon is Kakuna, which we do pretty much do the exact same thing. He goes for the Poison Sting, we go for the Peck. He does decide to use a Super Potion, and that just causes us to do a couple more Pecks, and one more Peck does finish him off. We now have defeated Bugsy, the second gym leader, and head towards Goldenrod to take on Whitney, the third gym leader. Next we evolve our Totodile and Magikarp. Although Gyarados is over the level cap, I was too scared to take on our rival with Bayleaf and knew that Gyarados would be able to take him out. Unfortunately now we cannot use Gyarados for Whitney. Little did I know that Bayleaf actually pretty much took out our Gyarados, and I did need to swap into our starter, then actually had to switch into Goldeen to take him out as he almost took out my starter as well. Now it's time to take on Whitney, and oh man was she annoying and tanky. She uses Whirlwind from a Metronome to switch out my starter to fortunately Poliwag. We are able to hit the Hypnosis followed up by a Water Gun. She does get a couple of Metronomes off, but lucky for us, it's only Eruption and Sandstorm. We then finish her off with a Water Gun. And finally it's Miltank, and we take him out with a combination of Water Gun and Hypnosis. Now we have defeated Whitney and have our third gym badge. On our way to Ecruteak City, we do evolve first our Wooper into Quagsire and our Poliwag into Poliwhirl. Also guys, just an FYI, if I did mispronounce the 4th city gym, please correct me in the comments. I do seem to mess up a lot of names. Anyways, it's now time to save the warrior and confront the Team Rocket Grunt. I forgot how powerful Gyarados is. Oh my god, I just had a voice crack. Guys, please don't comment about this or make fun of me, please. Please, please, please. Like, I know I'm short, but like, yeah, people have voice cracks. So I'm looking at you, Curb, Blue, Jocelyn, whoever else makes fun of my height. I'm looking at you, and you can't use this as fuel because it happens. It happens to everyone. People have voice cracks. That's just part of life. That's just how it is. Okay, enough about failing. Let's get back to the challenge. We take on Morty now, and pretty much we just take him out with all Gyarados. Guys, I don't know what happened. My game glitched out right before this fight, and I closed it and reopened it, and it turned on switch mode, but pretty much I didn't use it. I just kind of used Gyarados the whole time, so I don't know why that happened. Like you see here, I'm stopped because I honestly was so confused why switch mode was happening. So yeah, just ignore it. We don't use it to our advantage at all. We just wipe with Gyarados the whole time. And he uses Mean Look, so we can't even actually switch out. But yeah, so we use a bite to take out the Gengar. Up next is Haunter, which we pretty much bite his whole team and take them out. His last Pokemon is another Haunter, which we bite, and I think we get a crit here. Yeah, we get a crit here and take him out. And yeah, now we have the 4th gym badge, and we set ourselves towards the 5th. Prior to going to the 5th gym, I do decide it's now time to add a new member to our team that can help us throughout the rest of the game, and that is fishing for Chinchou. After catching Chinchou, we do evolve him into Lantern, and also before taking on Chuck, we do evolve our starter finally into Feraligatr. Guys, 2D Sprite Feraligatr looks so much better than 3D Sprite, guys. Look at the blue on him. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Now we press the red button and pull the bridge thingy off Chuck's head, and now it's time to take on Chuck. He first leads off with Primate, and we go with Kirk. We are able to hit a Thunder and get the paralysis. One more Spark does take him out. Up next is Poliwrath, which we do take a couple of Thunders to finish him off. One Thunder does about half the health, and then one more Thunder does finish him off. Luckily, we do hit all 3 of our Thunders to defeat Chuck. Next, we do give Jasmine the secret potion to heal the Ampharos prior to taking her on. Jasmine, I'll see you at the 6th gym. Quagsire is pretty lit for this matchup. We pretty much just use him the whole time, and one Mud Bomb takes out Magnemite. Up next, she does decide to go Steelix. This one was still pretty easy, but with the healing and the missing, it just took a little bit longer. We do hit a Mud Bomb. She does heal. We do an Iron Tail again. One more Mud Bomb does finally take out Steelix. Finally, she does have another Magnemite, which we do take out with another Mud Bomb. Now we've defeated the 6th gym and make our way towards the 7th gym. But before that, we do look for another Pokemon to catch. Guys, this took me like 20 minutes to find. It was Meryl. Yeah, Meryl actually took us like 20 minutes. Also, guys, if you notice, the level cap does drop. It's weird. In Johto, in Johto, the level cap does drop for Gym 7. We were at 35. Now we're at 34 for the level cap. But yeah. But before doing the 7th gym, we do catch Red Gyarados now. And we're not going to use him. We already have a Gyarados. I just wanted to catch him because that 2D sprite on Red Gyarados looks straight fire. Now we take on Pietro Maximoff. Guys, let me know how you pronounce his name. I don't really know, but we pretty much do take him out here with Feraligatr. And Surf, that's it. Eradicate's next. We do take him out with 1 Surf, and up next is the 7th gym leader. It's time to take on Price. We do lead off with our Lantern, use the Spark. Luckily, it does take him out with 1 shot. Up next is Piloswine. I do decide to switch out into Feraligatr because that Feraligatr should be able to take him out. 1 Surf does the job. JK. There's a heal. A Citrus Bomb. He's at a quarter health. 2 Surf does the job. Let's go. Lastly, he has Duong, and I do decide to switch back into Lantern. And a couple of Thunders and Sparks does the job, even with the healing. And now we have the 7th gym, and we are going to head over to, what's the city? Blackthorn City to take on Claire, the 8th gym leader, and get her a little bit butthurt. But before that, we got to go to the Rocket hideout and take out Soul. Honestly, I don't know why he decided to side with Team Rocket. Like, Honestly, like, if I'm just thinking about it, how does that go through his head that Team Rocket's the good guy? Like, look at their outfits. You know what I mean? Like, they don't look like the good guy at all. Like, I guess, but I don't know. To me, it doesn't make sense. Honestly, replaying this, I forgot he teams up with the... Or not teams up, but he chooses Team Rocket because he thinks they're the good guys and tries to stop us. But we just proved to him that he's wrong, and we defeat his Meganium here with an Ice Fang. Up next is Haunter. We one-shot with a bite. The confusion to us luckily didn't work, so we take him out there. Up next, he takes Sneasel. Unfortunately, we do hit ourselves after trying to hit a Surf, so I do decide to switch out to Feraligatr. We do leave Sneasel with a sliver of health, guys. When I say a sliver, I mean a sliver of health. One more feint attack, but 2 Surfs does take the job out. Now we defeated Soul, and it's time to take out another Team Rocket Grunt. I think this is Ariana, maybe Ariana. You guys let me know. Arbok, no chance for a Surf combo, aka 2 Surfs takes out Arbok. Up next is Vileplume. I do decide now it's time to switch out into Lantern because I do decide to go with the Confuse Ray, and luckily we do hit a Confuse Ray. Strategy is to switch into Seaking, hoping that we would hit the first Blizzard, but unfortunately we do get put to sleep. And let's just say we do wake up and we do knock him out with 1 Blizzard, which I was super pumped about, and he has 1 Pokemon after that, right? I think so. There's a confusion. We're still asleep. He does wake up. Luckily he only used Sweet Scent. We wake up and knock him out with a Blizzard, and it was a crit. Now it's time to take on Murkrow. We do take him out with a couple of Surfs. Now it's time to take on Claire, the final gym leader in the Johto region, and she gets pretty butthurt. She first leads off with Gyarados, and I also lead off with Gyarados. I didn't think she was going to start with it, so I do swap into Lantern. And we do get a Discharge off and one-shot Gyarados. Up next is Dragonair, and I do decide to swap out into Gyarados. Unfortunately, she does go for a Thunder Wave, so we are paralyzed. It does take a couple of Ice Fangs to finish off the first Dragonair because 1, she gets into red on the first one, 2nd, she heals, and we did miss the first time, so it does take a couple of Ice Fangs. With Dragonair going down, she does have another Dragonair. I do decide to switch to Seaking now, hoping that 1 Blizzard would take him out. Fortunately, this Dragonair does survive after 1 Blizzard from Joss, our Seaking, and he takes about half health. After getting crit, I do get really nervous here. I'm about to lose Seaking, so I do swap into Dylan, our Poliwrath. Guys, I forgot. I did evolve him before the gym battle. We got the Water Stone training in that, what's it called? Olympithin, the Olympicon, whatever it's called, the Olympian thingy, you know what I mean? Yeah, that. We got the Water Stone from that. We do hit our 2nd Hypnosis, and then now it's time to switch back into Feraligatr. I was hesitant to switching into Quagsire, but I do finally decide, nah, we can take him out. We can take him out with Feraligatr and Crunches. We do take a lot of Crunches, and he does hit a Hyper Beam on us, which actually kind of scared me. I thought we were about to lose our starter. He does use the full restore here that gets him back to full health. Does hit a smoke screen. Luckily the smoke screen wouldn't do much effect, but does hit a Hyper Beam on us. But 1 more Crunch does take him out. Now it's time, guys, for the Elite Four. Guys, I accidentally pressed plus on the deaths. I didn't notice. I think when I was doing level cap, I do have a number pad I use to do up and down, and I think I accidentally added a death, but we have 0 deaths right now. But don't worry, that's gonna change soon. We do use a Crush to take out Jinx. Up next, he sends out Executor. I do decide that I'm going to go with a switch out into Gyarados because Gyarados, he can't really kill. He does go with Reflect, which does annoy me the whole match. Ice Fang, Hypnosis. Hypnosis was super annoying. We're still asleep. A Psychic does a lot of damage. Another Psychic gets us to half. Luckily, we do wake up and get the Ice Fang. We are left with like no HP left after another Psychic, so I do decide to switch. After deciding who to switch to, I decide to switch into Joss, our Seaking. I go with a Blizzard, hoping it will take him out, and it does. Seaking's out. He was probably the one I was the most scared for. Up next is Slowbro. I go with a Horn Attack. He does use a Curse. I go with another Horn Attack, and he does use a Curse. And then I decide to switch into Lantern, because Lantern's probably the best ideal for this. I pray one Thunder will take him out, but instead of going Thunder, I decide to go Discharge, and luckily that takes him out too. I was hoping it could be Deja Vu and one Discharge takes out Xatu, but Xatu's left with a sliver of health. He does have a Citrus Berry, goes for a Confused Ray. We get past it, and one Discharge does take him out. Now it's time for the second Elite Four member, Koga. He first leads off with Ariados, and I decide to go with Gyarados. One Surf gets him to about half health, and a second Surf does take him out. Spiderweb, I don't even know what that does. Up next is Fortress, and we do the exact same thing. That Surf combo is wild. Muck is up next, and hopefully we can get some Deja Vu with Muck. We go for a couple of Surfs, hoping the third one would kill him. We do get poisoned, unfortunately. I do get nervous after this Surf, so whoever's up next, we decide to switch out into Azumarill, because I know I gave him a P.E.K.K.A Berry so he would survive this poison. One Wing Attack does not much damage. The double team does annoy me because I can't get the rollout. A second double team, hoping I would hit the rollout. I do hit the rollout. I do hit a second rollout, hoping that we could get the third rollout to take him out, and we do. And now we have taken out Crobat. Up next is Venomoth. I'm hoping we can hit another rollout, and we one-shot him and survive the Psychic Attack. And now we defeated Koga, and it's time for Bruno. I was so nervous for Bruno. I knew he had electric moves, and with Thunder Punch from Hitmonchan, so I was super scared. I go for the Waterfall to take on Hitmontop. It only takes about 2. Up next is Onix. I was surprised he went with Onix. Unfortunately, we do take out Onix with 1 Waterfall. Up next is Hitmonchan, and I got scared. I switched instantly out into Lantern because of Thunder Punch. Yep, there's the Thunder Punch. I decide to go with a Confused Ray, hoping to confuse him, and we hit it. I accidentally was spamming A so fast, I hit Confused Ray twice. I then go for a Discharge. He does hit himself again. And I go for a Thunder, hoping to hit him out, and we do take him out. Up next is Hitmonlee. I go for another Confused Ray. We do hit it off. I do decide to switch out back into Seaking. I honestly don't know why I switched to Seaking. I don't know. I honestly got confused here. He does hit himself. We do hit a Surf. He's about half health now. He does hit a Swagger on us. I go for the Surf, and we do take him out without hitting ourselves, luckily. Last is Machamp. I do decide to go with another Surf, but I was hesitant. I was like, should I switch out? I do hit myself and get cross-chopped, and there's our first death. So pretty much our first death goes to Seaking of this fight because I hit myself. I do use Waterfall on Machamp and get him to about half health. He does use a Revenge, but one more Waterfall does take him out, and the Berry doesn't do anything for us. And now it's time to take on the 4th and final Elite member in Johto, Karen, the Dark type, I'm assuming? Yes, Dark type. Sorry, I was about to say Psychic. I don't know why. She does lead off with Umbreon, and I start with Gyarados. I go for the Waterfall, hoping to knock him out. He does go for Double Team. Fortunately, the Double Team doesn't work, and we do hit him with a second Waterfall. He does start with Nasty Plot, and I'm scared. I'm praying we one-shot him. We do one-shot Houndour. Up next is Murkrow, which we take out easily with an Ice Fang. Up next is Vileplume, which I do decide to go with Ice Fang, about half health. Unfortunately, we do get Stun Spore. Goes for a Petal Dance, we survive it. Goes for another Petal Dance, we survive it, and get the Ice Fang off. She is left with 1 Pokemon left. It's Gengar. I do decide to switch out because I ain't losing Gyarados before the final, or the champion, sorry. Because Gyarados, you guys know Gyarados. He's a killer, bro. I do decide now it's time to switch into our Quagsire since he's a ground type. I do decide to go with a Surf, thinking it would take him out. It does half his health, 1 more Surf. But the Destiny Bond does take him out with me, and now we are left with 2 dead Pokemon going into the champion Lance. Oh no, I can't believe Destiny Bond took us out. Now it's time to take on Lance. He does lead off with Gyarados. I lead off with Lantern. I do decide to go with a Thunder, hoping that we would one-shot him. We do. Now it's even. It's 5-on-5. Up next is Dragonite, and he does use Safeguard, so my Confused Ray doesn't really do anything, but we do go for a Discharge and do a lot of damage. He does use an Outrage, and I'm hoping Ice Fang will take him out, and it does take him out. Up next is Aerodactyl. Knowing that he could probably one-shot me with a Rock Slide, I do decide to switch back into Kirk, our Lantern. I go for the Thunder, praying it'll kill him. He's left with a sliver of health. I go for a Discharge, knowing that he just used a potion and I didn't want to miss. He does take me out with a Rock Slide though. I do decide to finish him off with Feraligatr. I go for a Surf. After that Thunder Fang, we're left with half health. How are we gonna win this fight, guys? I'll tell you, we win because of misses. His Dragonite missed so many times. Like, we should have died twice now. He missed with Thunder. He missed with Dragon Fang. Fate was on our side on this run. There we go. And another Thunder Fang crit after a miss. And now we're just left with Charizard. And Charizard takes us out. Now we just have Gyarados and Azumarill left. I do decide to go with Rollout and Azumarill. We do get him to half health. One more Air Slash makes us so weak. We survive with 1 HP. And one more Rock Slide does take him out. Now guys, we have officially beat a water Monolocke in Heart Gold and SoulSilver because of series of unfortunate misses from his Dragonite. But guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to smash that like button, subscribe if you're new. We're so close to 5K subscribers, guys. We're getting so close. I really want to hit that milestone. Guys, be sure to comment what you guys want to see me do next. I do have a Diamond and Pearl randomizer coming up and another Monolocke coming in Black and White. So guys, please look forward to that. Like I said again, my name is Philly. I hope you guys enjoyed. Take it easy, peeps. I will see you guys in the next video. That was fun.